G'day everybody, this is the noon report for Saturday, June 4th. I'm going to give you another view today. You don't need to look at me all the time. We're pointing forward and I got the jib poled out and still one reef in the main. Anyway, the noon fix, that puts us about 236 nautical miles north-northeast of Turks and Caicos. So 72 nautical miles in the last 24 hours, which really amazes me based on what the weather conditions were last night. We've averaged a bearing of 358 degrees true. Okay, the major highlights for the last 24 hours, if you can call them the highlights. 1500 hours saw a cargo ship carrying hazardous cargo, according to the AIS. Monte Azul. He didn't have much to say. He told me about a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico, which I think it was only just a really heavy low depression by this stage. And I hope everybody who was there fared okay. About 1600 yesterday, the wind just dropped to 3 to 4 knots, and it was like that all night. It was very difficult for the wind vane to steer at that those sorts of speeds, so I was up every hour correcting the course and steering for a while. I'm a little bit tired today, and of course with low winds the sails flop and flap and it's noisy and quite irritating. But about 04:30 this morning, the wind picked up to about 8 to 10 and the steering course was pretty good. On the weather side of things, it's pretty overcast today, so I've started recording the barometric pressure just to see what's going on and see if there's any effect of this low depression over Florida. So at noon it was 1002 millibars. I go by millibars, I'm old fashioned. And of course, I know the best part of the report is the food that I ate. I wasn't in a very good mood last night because of the weather, so I didn't eat for about 2200 hours, and all I did was some Polish sausage with some red peppers. We just fried that a little bit and put a couple of slices of bread in it. Not very healthy. Then for breakfast this morning I had cereal, bagel and a coffee. Nothing very dramatic. But I bought these bagels that have no thickness in them. They're thin bagels. And I thought, oh, they'd be pretty good. They're not. They take like 2 days to toast and they're not very flavorful. But anyway, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the view. This is kind of the direction I'm going, and I'll just do a little bit of a pan so you can see that we've just got ocean, and maybe tomorrow you'll see where I've come from. Anyway, cheers everybody. G'day everybody. It's Sunday, June 5. About 23:30 last night, the wind picked up, and it's continued to pick up for the last 12 hours, which is a good thing. All right, I'm going to be quick with this one because you may see we're rolling a lot. Positions 20 puts us about 600 mile due east. Hang on. Due east of West Palm Beach. Current boat speed's running about 6 to 7 knots. The wind's been gradually, it's peaked up about 20, gusting 20 knots. It's coming from the south. The barometer is still the same, 1002 millibars. What this has done, because of last night, is our 24-hour log is 100.9 nautical miles. Major events, had to run the motor, which is actually still going, because as you can see, it's really cloudy and the solar panels can't quite keep up. The major events have just been the wind. I put another reef in the mainsail, so we got still the jib pulled out, 2 reefs in the mainsail. But as I was putting it in, I hit my bloody elbow on the main halyard winch. It hurt like hell. But other than that, I'm fine. Yeah, so I'm just listening to all the creaks and groans and making sure nothing breaks. Might put another reef in tonight if this wind stays up. From a food aspect, nothing really exciting. Leftovers last night, cereal for breakfast, that's about it. It's a little tough cooking in this type of weather. But it's great, we're doing good speed, heading in the right direction, and that's what counts. All right, cheers everybody. G'day everybody, it's Monday, June 6th. Been out here a week, going a little crazy, yelling at myself a lot, but when it's nice weather it's good. When it's bad weather it's not. Anyway, today's report makes the total days run the last 24 hours 99.7 nautical miles, of which a bit of that was going backwards, based on what happened at 2 o'clock or 2:30 this morning, whenever it was, I can't remember. But I'm currently now, the wind's about 9 knots now, so the last 24 hours we've gone 20, 30, and now down to 9. So the 30 knotter was the big one. Barometer's still the same, and I'm about 646 miles due east of Palm Bay, which is just south of Cape Canaveral. But now we're sailing at about 4 knots, wind speed 9. What's happened? Oh yeah, yesterday afternoon I tightened a lot of nuts and bolts and stuff, and oh, my script's fallen. Nuts and bolts and stuff, which was smart. And then I was just going through of what happened last night, and I did a video of the aftermath, and then but I realized I got knocked down, and that means where the boat goes over on its side and it can't get up. Well, that's what happened. It went down on its port side and couldn't get up. I mean, obviously it eventually did, but that's what caused all the drama. So I'm glad I remembered that now. G'day everybody, it's 4:30 in the morning, I think it's Monday. I think it was like an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago, I got hit by a 30 knot gust, and there was a major wind change, and of course all hell broke loose. My spare diesel, which I have strapped to the coach roof, they came loose. So I foiled the head saw, but of course that still had the spinnaker pole on it. That was flapping around. I was able to secure the diesel tanks, my 5-gallon extra water tank that emptied. I'm not sure how that happened. And then got the boat sort of settled down, and I ended up heading back where I was coming from, which was not ideal. So I was able to get the spinnaker pole down and got that secured on the mast. Then went about and put the boat about, and then started heading in a northwesterly direction, which is where I want to go. It's down to about 20 knots now. I've just finished tidying the cabin up. All the lockers opened up and shit went everywhere. So I got that sorted out, got the sails trimmed, the wind vanes working well. But I thought I'd record this and just try and work out what the hell happened and what went really wrong. I know there was a big wind change. It's now coming from the southwest, and there's a lot of lightning in the south. So that's the update, the 4:20 a.m. update. I'm good now. Everything's pretty well tidied up, and I just had a swig of rum and I feel a lot better. But you know, it's something you get a problem and you just get into action and fix the problem one by one. And I did that. But the boat's floating, it's good. And all I've lost is 5 gallons of water, but there was mold in that tank anyway. So anyway, that's it. I'll give you the noon report in a few hours. Cheers. So anyway, that's about it. Nothing, pretty cash this morning. Breakfast, slept, because the incident kind of, that there was a lot of work in that. So, but anyway, I'm good now, great attitude, ready to go for another week or so. Anyway, cheers everybody. G'day everybody. It's Tuesday, June 7th, 2022, which I think we know that. The noon sight today was really just reading the chart plotter, but I do put it onto a chart. The current wind is coming east southeast at about 9 to 10 knots, which is bloody magic. Boat speed we're doing about between 4 to 5. The barometric pressure is still the same, which is weird. So maybe it's not working properly. This puts us 622 miles, nautical miles, east of Cape Canaveral. Our daily log, this is the embarrassing part, 37 nautical miles. We went a lot further west, which is okay, but with the wind yesterday, and this brings us into the main events. So we go from 30 knots, then down to virtually nothing from, I think it was about 1,300, 1,400 yesterday. It just went down to nothing. Sloppy seas. Did, I think, 3 complete circles, going nowhere. And I wanted to go south all the time, so it got extremely frustrating. And it was a cloudy day, my batteries are low, so I motor sailed for 2 hours, kind of to get out of it, and that and also needed to charge the batteries as well. So that was the main event for yesterday, and I figured out that if, you know, late afternoon, the wind generally dies, so it's a good time to run the motor. But I'm paranoid about using all the fuel, but I've figured it out that, you know, if I run the motor a couple of hours a day, that's about 14 gallons for about another 7 days. So, you know, not a big deal. I'm paranoid about nothing. On the culinary aspect, pasta last night, breakfast this morning, cereal, coffee, toast, fresh fruit. Oh, I got a lot of pre-made stuff called the pasta, and but all that's gradually going, so I will be on the canned food. But anyway, that's all right. All right, have a good one. Speak to you tomorrow. Cheers.